This is Revelations.Unveiled. Detroit. The book of Deuteronomy, chapter 28, verse 28. The Lord shall smite thee with madness and blindness and astonishment of heart. Our family, times are getting bad out here, and as a result of the pandemic or scandemic, whatever you want to determine it to be, because of the social constraints, because of the economic and employment consequences that we are all immersed in, some of the people of society are acting out in some of the most grossest fashion. And as a result, we are here to check out this quick story so that we all can reel ourselves back in, both mentally and spiritually, and get a grasp on this so-called COVID containment conspiracy. And so we're going to just have a look at some of the actions that are coming about within our society as we're dealing with this quarantine. And this is coming out of the state of Georgia, family. The story is: deputies have found a Georgia man having sex with a dead woman outside of a shelter. In Bibb County, Georgia, deputies have arrested a man after they say he was caught having sex with a dead woman outside of a local homeless shelter. Officials say they were called to the 100 block of Walnut Street just after 4 Sunday morning, after a caller complained that 2 people were having intercourse on the front steps of the property. When deputies arrived at the scene, they say they found a 55-year-old man in the middle of an sex act with a woman. After asking the man to get dressed, deputies discovered the woman was unresponsive. An investigation showed that she had been deceased for some time, officials said. Deputies have now charged the man, identified as Kenny Oberon Whitehead, with necrophilia, having sex or committing sex acts with a deceased person or corpse. He is currently being held without bond. Officials have yet to release the name of the victim, pending notification of her next of kin. The cause of death also is still under investigations, but officials do not believe it to be foul play. Wow, family. So this brother down in Georgia, under whatever the psychological circumstance, found himself engaged in the grossest, most derelict and wicked act with a person who had made a physical transition. So family, we have to mentally fortify ourselves. We have to tighten up the belt and the buttons and the zippers of our spiritual armor as we continue to endure this pestilence, as we continue to be our brother's keeper, as we try to mitigate and move with some ease and peace and sanctity through this society as we're dealing with all of this COVID confusion and containment. So we will keep our spiritual eyes open and ears attuned for any more of these type of outbreaks, episodes, issues, scenarios, consequences. So family, we shall endure, we shall persevere. And until we are together again, this is Revelations.Unveiled. Detroit. I love you and stay safe.